Hello, and welcome to the Earthsea Museum of Magic and Culture, inspired by Ursula Guin's book, A Wizard of Earthsea. Today I will be explaining how certain aspects of the magic system of Earthsea makes the relatively normal world and basic plotline much more spectacular and entertaining. We will explore the magic system effects on the world by means of culture, artifacts, creatures, and spells. The culture of the magical universe defines how its society works. The interactions between wizards and non-wizards can define the value of magical people in Earthsea and establish some societal limits to their powers. Under the tab labeled Culture, please select Transport Ships at this time. The land of Earthsea is a large arrangement of islands, similar to that of Indonesia. The use of boats is critical for transportation between the smaller islands, and although the boats may not appear magical, they are infused with spells when they are built that can grant sustained seaworthiness to the ship and safety to the users. The fact that wizards are required to use boats for transportation, instead of simply apparating or teleporting from place to place, limits their magical abilities and provides a challenge to the wizard folk, making them more human-like. Now, under the Culture tab, select School of Roke. The School of Roke is a wizard school analogous to Hogwarts, where young wizards are trained and then sent out in the world to improve Earthsea. Going to school is generally uneventful in books, and the schoolyard is usually used more as a scene setter than actual academic content. Wizard School, however, provides increased interest to the audience because the reader also wants to learn about the magical aspects of the world. By learning about the various topics taught in the Wizard School, the audience feels more involved in the story. Magical artifacts help set the stage for how the world's magic system works. They can limit magical abilities, represent the presence of magic, or even house raw power. They can also partially define how predictable the characters and plotline will be based off of artifact trends from older fictional books. Please find the Artifacts tab and select either Wizard Staff or Cloak. The use of defining accessories, such as a wizard's cloak and staff, allows the reader to single out characters without the author needing to explicitly state their occupation. They also add a mystery factor to the characters, as the robes generally visualize a secretive side to the character. The classic use of cloaks and staffs to represent wizards provides a sense of familiarity and provokes excitement for the different magics that will be used in the book. Under Artifacts, please select True Names. The power of true names provides additional challenge to wizards and potential for things to go really wrong. Giving wizards the ability to have ultimate power over certain people, animals, and elements can be dangerous, especially if the wizard has malicious intent or somebody else overhears his use of the true names. This enables a wide variety of potential plot twists that would not be possible with normal names that have no magical weight, such as Ged being named and immobilized by his own shadow. A variety of unique and magical creatures will capture the reader's attention and provide insight about the world's operations. Any magical properties possessed by the creatures could also generate a sense of wonder to the reader and potential danger to the character. Please proceed to the Creatures tab and select Otok. Special pets or familiars provide insight to the diversity of magic creatures that live in the world. Ged's rodent-like Otok familiar Hoeg is very rare and not usually kept as a pet, which gives insight about Ged's power and talent at a young age. Connections between the characters of the familiar and their owner can also provide character insight, such as the shared quiet ferocity between Ged and Hoeg. Under the Creatures tab, select Dragons. Dragons are powerful, magical beasts frequently used in fictional writing. Though sometimes portrayed as elite pets, the creatures are more commonly described as wild, wise, and deceptively dangerous. The world of Earthsea is no exception to this. Interactions with massive, untamed, fire-breathing beasts are sure to grab the reader's attention. The dragon's wisdom can also serve as temptation to the potential slayer, such as when the dragon of Pembroke offered to give Ged the Gebeth's name in exchange for not binding the creature to the island. Continue now to Gebeths, which is also under the Creatures tab. There are few things as terrifying as an antagonist that can match or even succeed the protagonist's powers. In a world where magic is involved, the potential for disaster is even higher. Wizards are usually seen as nearly invincible due to their powers, so matching them with an evil equal such as Ged and his shadow Gebeth provides interesting character, conflict, and tension-building developments that are harder to portray without granting the characters special powers. Who will win? Only the author knows. The use of spells in magical worlds provides a lot of potential to the plot. Misusing spells, overspending one energy, and engaging in battles that are not limited by the reader's understanding of the real world all provide risks to the characters. Under the spells category, please select illusion. The ability to bend light and change how things appear without changing its actual form gives the potential for character and reader deception. Sometimes the reader may be aware of it and not the character, which increases the tension for the reader. Sometimes neither the reader nor the character is aware that it is an illusion, which provokes mystery. Please proceed to summoning magic under the Spells tab. The ability to call characters in inanimate forms at any time grants an immense amount of power to the wizard. If used improperly, such as when Ged tries to summon the dead to impress people, it could end up very poorly and create danger for the characters. In fact, Ged's attempt to summon the dead created the main antagonist for the book, a Gebeth. He also inadvertently killed his school's headmaster when the man had to jump in to save Ged from his shadow creature. Summoning magic can be very dangerous. Finally, continue to runes under the Spells tab. Using runes reflects the common trend of having an ancient language from which magic originates. True names are also vocalized reflections of this. Runes can't be used for good, as Ged uses them to help people before his final quest to conquer his shadow, but they can also be used with malicious intent. They take a lot of energy to maintain, so there's a certain danger in casting runes when the magician is very tired and desperate. Overall, the interweaving of magic into a fictional story opens up a whole other universe of possibilities for plot, character development, and world building. Most notably, it increases the array and degree of danger the characters can get into. Because magic is malleable and can have any number of rules disclosed by the author, there is a greater potential for unexpected plot twists or challenges. The reader doesn't know exactly what to expect when magic is involved, and that's what makes it even more magnificent. Thank you for listening to this audio tour, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the Earthsea Museum of Magic and Culture.